Are you struggling to attract clients consistently? Then this is the video for you. We are going to go over 5 common mistakes that I've seen my clients make, that I've made in the past, and that are just obvious. And maybe if you're on this video, you want to not only know what those mistakes are, but also figure out a way to shift them, to correct them. That is really what we're going to focus on. We're going to bring up the common mistakes and we're going to give suggestions for how to shift it. My name is Karen and I am the founder of Lightmakers, your community for all things mindset, manifestation, and online business. We help coaches, consultants, and experts create a life of fun, freedom, and flexibility so that you do what you want on your own time when you want to. In today's video, we're going to go over 5 common mistakes that entrepreneurs, that online coaches, and consultants make when they are starting their online business. And we're going to go over suggestions on how to correct them. Let's get right into the video. Number 1, honestly, for me, is not clearly defining your outcome. A lot of new coaches, they come and they say, I just want to help people, which is amazing, awesome, and beautiful. And honestly, if that is going to help you get started right away, then definitely do that. Just take action, and then one thing will lead to another. But if you're at the point where you've started and you really want to make this a genuine business and that you're committed to just doing this and making money and helping people online, then you want to clarify your outcome. Where do you want to be in a year from now, in 6 months from now, in 2 years from now? Clearly define that outcome in terms of how many people can you help? How much do you want to charge them? What do you want to have? Do you want to have a book? Do you want to have a YouTube channel? Do you like writing? Do you like speaking? What does that outcome look like for you? And I think a lot of people miss this, or a lot of my clients miss this, because there's just so much to do and to learn when you are starting your own business. But that's why this channel exists, so that you reduce your overwhelm and that you are meant for this. You are meant for the outcomes that you want. And clarify your outcome. What do you want? Again, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 1 year from now. Be really clear on how many people you want to serve. Get down to the numbers, because there's so much research in priming, for example, that shows that your mind will create what you imagine. So that if you're imagining your future self in the way that you want it, then you are going to come up with a plan for that. To me, that is number 1. And number 2 common struggle is not committing to that outcome. A lot of times when my new clients and my new course creators are starting out on their journey, they are really excited, and then they realize it is going to take a lot of work. And it doesn't have to feel like work, but I really believe that the hardest work is the internal work that you are doing. It is the letting go of all old patterns that are holding you back, all old doubts that are holding you back. And that's why on this channel, we focus both on the internal emotional strategy and the external tactical strategy as well, because you need both. Or I firmly believe you really need the inner strategy even more, because tactical can change. We'll give you a framework that works. For example, in the Consistent Client course, it is a common and proven framework to help you build your online business and monetize your results. But that can change, right? You can adapt it to your own situation. You might have to change on a dime. And truly, the meta skill and the meta hacks are the internal work that you are doing. And I at first started focusing on just the internal work, but most people don't understand that is the most important thing, in my opinion, because tactical things can change, your external environment can change, but your internal mindset work is what is going to remain with you forever. And so the more we can expand on that, the more we can refine that, the more you're going to be able to maneuver through any situation that comes up. And as we all know, all kinds of situations come up for us at all times. And That leads us to number three. Maybe they are committed to their outcome. Maybe they know what they want. Now, the next struggle that I see people go through is doubting and not having a good strategy for their emotional processing. What does this mean? When you're building your business, maybe you've committed to your outcome, you have clarity on what that outcome is, and now you're moving towards it. You're going to be learning a lot of new things. If you look at a baby, for example, when they're learning how to walk, they're getting up, they're trying to figure out how their legs are working, how their arms are working, coordination with them, how they are trying to balance, they're learning how to balance, they're learning all of this stuff at once. That is literally you as you are learning how to build your business. And where most people feel a lot of frustration and struggle is that they are not looking at themselves like a baby learning to walk. They're looking at themselves as an adult that should know what to do, and then they start getting frustrated with themselves. I've seen this in my clients, I've seen this in myself. I am saying, oh, I should know how to do this already. I should know how to edit. I should know how to run Facebook ads. I already should know. How come this is so hard? And then that causes a lot of frustration, and then that causes me to avoid what I'm doing, and then that causes me to just give up and chase another shiny object. And we're not going to do that. We're going to commit to the outcome, and we're going to take massive action towards that and know that we're learning, we're growing, that we are each and every step of the way gaining more and more knowledge and insights that are helping us get to where we want to go, and really viewing ourselves with that kind of compassion that you would give to a baby learning to walk. That brings me to common struggle number 4, which is feeling like they should just be comfortable all the time. Not everybody goes through this, right? There's some people that really feel comfortable with the unknown, that feel comfortable with the uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that you should feel uncomfortable all the time. But what I am saying is that you should be aware that when you are learning something new, that when you are growing your business, for example, and it is new, that you are going to intentionally be putting yourself outside of your comfort zone. Inherently, by definition, what does that mean? That means that you are going to be doing things that are different, and they're going to feel different. The hack here is to tell yourself, I love the unknown. I love learning new things. I love taking action. Each and every single thing I do is leading me towards where I want to go. Each and every single step is completely towards the direction of where I want to go. And I love it. Even though in the past I would define it as uncomfortable, now it feels exciting. It feels thrilling. I am so happy that I get to do this. And just keep telling yourself that over and over again. And even if you don't feel like that inside of yourself, just accept how you feel at the moment. Just say, this is how you feel right now. And that is okay. And pretty soon you're going to figure out solutions on how to feel better if that is something you want to optimize for. Not everybody wants to feel better because it could feel different than how they've normally felt their whole life. I am not forcing anybody to feel better. I am not making everybody want to feel happy and positive inside all the time. That is impossible. We are humans. Things are hard. But what I'm saying is that you can learn strategies to shift your vibrational state if you want to, if you want to apply them. And that brings me to the last common struggle that I see with new coaches, entrepreneurs, and how to avoid it is, drumroll please, they feel like they need to be focused on selling and not serving. When I realized this and I made this internal shift, life was so much easier. And honestly, it's been my hack for absolutely loving quote unquote sales. A lot of people don't like sales. They feel sleazy. They don't feel like it's aligned to who they truly are. They feel gross. They don't want to push their agenda, yada, yada. I get it. And if you really believe in your product, if you know you've created something that is going to truly help your client, then you would do anything to help them see that. You'd have so much conviction in what you're doing and what you're selling and yourself, right? I will give you an example. If you were able to go back in time and convince your younger self, maybe 10 years ago, I think that's when Bitcoin came out, to buy Bitcoin, to invest $100,000 or $1,000 in Bitcoin when it was like 25 cents or something, what would you do to convince yourself? You'd do anything to convince yourself, right? You would come up with new data, you would come up with stories, you would make certain that you were completely convinced. And I got that thought experiment from Alex Hermosi, one of my aspiring mentors, or my mentors I aspire to work with. And I just really love that because it goes to show that if you really believe in your product, if you understand how it could help them, then you would be just so convicted in the sales process, right? And you would see it as a service. You would see it as a great thing for your client. So that is such a great reframe and such a good hack. So I hope that you were able to see and shift some of the things within yourself through this video. I know that I've had a lot of learning experiences in helping my clients and helping myself and getting through this process. And I know that you are completely capable of doing what you need to do in order to get what you want to because you are meant for it. You are in the right place. It is the right time and you're absolutely going to crush it. So I am grateful to be on this journey with you. We are grateful to be on this journey together. Definitely like, subscribe, and comment. Check the description box below for any videos that are linked and also courses, self study courses. There's courses on all kinds of topics that are going to be super helpful to you on your journey. And stay tuned for the next video because you are going to love it. Thanks a lot, Lightmaker. Love you lots.